Hello everyone, we are presenting here the chemical reactions and the equations for class 10th, brought to you by Tranquil Science. Our motto is to learn more and grow more. Have you ever observed when you open a bottle of a cold drink, it freezes out? You enter a big library and see many old books that turn yellow, or more commonly, a cutted apple becomes brown all over after some time. You must have seen them, but what's the science behind them? Let's find out. Chemistry is all around us. It happens not just in labs. Every time we cook or clean, it's chemistry in action. Our body lives, grow, we take medication, take a breath, and much more. In our daily life, we observe other more common changes, but have you ever analyzed the chemistry behind them? Look at this figure. Formation of milk from curd, cooking of food. But how? In above condition, nature and character of initial substance has changed. So, changes are of two types. Physical change and the chemical change. Physical change which can be easily reversed, and the chemical change where new products are formed. Now, what is the chemical change? Chemical reaction represents chemical change. Now let's talk about reactants and product. The original substance that undergo changes are called reactants as atoms, molecules, and when they mutually react to combine form a new species called as a product. During a reaction, older bonds break to form a newer bonds, and the energy is consumed in breaking and releases in the formation of bonds. As you can see, if energy needed is less than energy released, then that is known as a exothermic reaction where container gets hotter. But when energy needed is greater than energy released, that reaction is known as an endothermic reaction where container gets colder. Now, based on observation, the changes associated with a chemical reaction are summed as follows. Change first. Change in state. Example, when you burn solid magnesium bromine ribbon in presence of air, it produces white powdered ashes, so there is a change in state. Second change in color. You must have seen rusting of iron nails where brown colored rust covers the black nails. And the change in temperature. Take examples of the crackers and the sky shots where burning chemicals create light and heat. And the last change is evolution of gas. When baking soda is treated with vinegar, CO2 is evolved in form of a freezing, which shows a chemical reaction. Now, talking about the chemical equations, these are the symbolic representation of a chemical change or a reaction. Now, according to the law of conservation of mass, the total mass of the reactants must be equal to the total mass of products. That is, there must be equal number of atoms on the both sides. So we can have a look over this unbalanced reaction, and this is a balanced reaction. Here unbalanced reaction, we are having H2 plus Cl2 to give HCl, but we can judge that this is unbalanced. The mass of the reactant is not equal to the mass of the product. So if we place 2 in front of HCl, it gets balanced. Here we get 2H and 2Cl. Let's take some examples. When 1 mole of C2H5OH ethanol reacts with 1 mole of O2, it's producing 1 mole each of CO2 and H2. Now you can see number of C atoms and the H atoms are not equal on the both sides. So firstly we have to balance the number of C and H atoms. In this, if we put 3 with O2 and H2 and 2 with CO2, we would balance the equation, and so the final balanced equation is this: C2H5OH plus thrice of O2, giving 2 atoms of CO2 and 3 of H2O. Other reactions you can see shows that the number of Fe, O and C atoms are equal on the both sides, so it's already a balanced equation. The reactants undergo changes to form new products through different types of reactions. Here we will talk about the 5 reactions. The first is a combination reaction, second is a displacement reaction, third is a oxidation and reduction reaction, fourth is a double displacement reaction, and the fifth is a decomposition reaction. Firstly, we will discuss the combination reaction, the reaction in which two or more substances combine to form a new single substance under suitable condition. So, in this figure, A and B are the two reactants. They combine together to form a single substance, that is AB. These are the exothermic reactions, so releases energy in the form of heat. Example, combustion of coal, formation of slaked lime, and the combustion of ammonia and HCl gas. Now, decomposition reactions are those where a single substance split into two or more simpler substances. As shown in this figure, A and B was a single compound that splitted into two simpler substances A and B separate. These are the endothermic reactions, so energy is needed to cleave the bonds. Example, decomposition of hydrogen peroxide in the presence of sunlight and the decomposition of copper carbonate as shown in this. You can carry out a simple activity of this decomposition reaction at your home by electrolysis of water. Electrolysis is the splitting of molecule into its simpler atom or ions. For this, take a plastic mug, drill 2 holes in the base and insert graphite electrodes and then connect it to the 6-volt battery to make it work as a voltmeter. Fill half of the mug with acid mixed H2O. Acid would make H2 as a good conductor of electricity. Then place 2 inverted test tubes on electrodes and pass current. Consequently, H2 and O2 gases will be appeared above the electrodes in both of the tubes in the form of bubbles and the water level drops. Displacement reaction are those in which one element takes place of another element. For example, look at this figure. These are quite common in metals where a more reactive metal displaces a less reactive metal in this sort. So we can have a look over the reactivity series of a metal. Now here's a question for you. When iron nails are inserted in CuSO4 solution, why do the nails become brownish and CuSO4 solution fades? The answer is, as the reactivity series shown in this figure, we can have a look that Fe is more reactive than Cu. So it displaces sulfate ions from copper sulfate solution and iron sulfate will be formed like this, FeSO4, and Cu metal will get displaced in the solution. Similarly, you can see in other examples also a more reactive metal is displacing a lesser reactive metal. Even non-metals show displacement reaction. Example, on passing Cl2 gas through KBr potassium bromide solution, a yellow-orange solution forms due to the displacement of bromine by the chlorine, and the double displacement reaction involves the exchange of ions between each of reactant as shown in this figure. As we are talking about double displacement reaction, these reactions take place with the following characteristics. First, formation of the precipitates, second, evolution of gas, and the third, change in color. So in the given examples, uh, we can have a look over the reactions. In the given examples, you can see that the anionic part in each reactant is being exchanged. Have you ever wondered that you can form a chemical volcano in your kitchen? The answer is yes, you can easily prepare chemical volcano at your kitchen. Just you need vinegar and a baking soda. Just combine vinegar with a baking soda, or you can take milk and a baking powder. Then the double displacement reaction will occur and forming a chemical volcano which produces CO2 and water. And this CO2 forms bubble in volcano and helps baked good rice. Here is a chemical reaction shown. We can do one activity on double displacement reaction. Add a little of solid sodium carbonate and dilute HCl acid. An immediate evolution of CO2 gas takes place with a brisk afferents. Pass these evolved vapors through the lime water with the help of a delivery tube, which could result CaOH whole twice turns milky due to the formation of the precipitates of calcium carbonate. So you can have a look over the reactions. So in this whole activity, CO2 gas turns lime water milky. So this is a kind of double displacement reaction occurring.